Sign JT. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Show videocast, and today we're going to be having our second weekly update of the offseason. We're going to be talking about some Phillies moves and some all-around baseball moves. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, guys, yet again, another quiet week for the Phils. Not much news going on. They have been dead silent with their GM search, their pitching coach search. We have not heard anything. It's been very, very quiet. Very, very little rumors that we've heard. And I'm just so tired of it. Let me just say, I'm tired of this front office. Not really. I understand there's probably a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes we don't know about, with them talking to people, interviewing for the job and things like that. But I tell you what, they have been, taking their time, and they're moving at a snail's pace. They're moving at a snail's pace, and it's just really just ridiculous. You're content with Ned Rice as the interim GM for right now when you're in a crucial situation where, the DCIB, the best catcher in baseball, is on the market. He leaves your team, and you're relying on Ned Rice. If you're going to re-sign this, come on. You're going to rely on Ned Rice whether we re-sign this guy or not. Come on. You're going to rely on him. I don't trust him. I don't think a lot of people do. And I think it's ridiculous that John Middleton, the ownership, is perfectly okay with Ned Rice being the interim GM. Get someone in there as soon as possible. As soon as possible. This is not okay. This is definitely not okay. I'm just so tired of this organization, taking their time. I don't know where this organization's headed. I was talking to Dylan last night, and we were basically saying the exact same thing. We don't know where this organization's headed. It's really, really scary the way things are going right now. It's not looking too good right now. I understand that, but we got to bring back Didi Gregorius, got to bring back JT Realmuto, and stack the bullpen. These are things that need to get done this offseason. I think we all know that. So let's talk about our first little bit of news. Catcher JT Realmuto did receive an $18.9 million qualifying offer from the Phillies. He did receive it, and he's definitely going to decline it. There's no question about it. He's not accepting that. Every player, I'm not going to say every player. Jose Abreu accepted his qualifying offer from the White Sox. I believe that was maybe last year or 2 years ago. But JT, he's not accepting that. There's no way. There's no way. It's probably a 5% chance he'd accept that. There's no way he's accepting that. So JT Realmuto is already a free agent. But the Phillies did not offer a qualifying offer to Didi Gregorius. That was a head scratcher. I don't understand that. I guess they don't think he's worth $19 million, which I don't think he is either. But we got to bring back Didi, as I keep talking about. It's nice to have a left-handed bat in that infield. I'm telling you that right now. We got to bring back Didi Gregorius. So that's pretty much what's going on with the finances of this team. We're talking to free agents. That's what's going on right now. JT Realmuto, I don't know what's going on with him, behind the, in the workings of maybe re-signing him, offering him a contract. The Phillies have definitely talked to him about re-signing, but, a lot of numbers have come out. Usually when extensions are done, that's not going to be an extension now since it's a free agent. Usually when players resign, you hear things, well, they offered him this. We haven't heard much. We haven't heard anything from the news. We haven't really heard any reports on what money they are offering JT Realmuto. All we know is that he wants $200 million, which is not going to happen. I already talked about it's not going to happen. I think at 150, it's even pushing it, as I talked about. If you're going to go anywhere over that, you're crazy for a catcher who's, almost 30 years old. So I just don't see that happening at all. But I also heard another report, and I don't like this report. The Phillies are reportedly, according to this report, are interested in Indian shortstop Francisco Lindor, who is a switch hitter. We all know he's a star. Don't like this. You're going to have to give up a boatload of talent to get this guy. He's going to be a free agent very, very soon. And why do we need Frankie Lindor? Why do we need this guy? Come on, you're going to give up the farm pretty much. And first of all, the Indians have been saying this for a while. Over every offseason that comes, we're going to trade him. 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 What happens? They don't trade him. So I'm not falling for this, Indians. Okay, I'm not going to fall for this. The Cleveland Indians have kept saying, oh, we're going to trade him, and nothing happens. So I first of all, the Phillies are not getting him. That's number one. That's number one right here. Right? The Phillies are not getting him. First of all. And number two, who knows if they're even going to trade him? They just keep saying, oh, we're going to trade him. We're going to trade. Nothing happens. Nothing. So what would lead me to believe that a Francisco Lindor trade would happen when they keep saying, oh, it's going to happen and nothing happens? So why would I think that? So Once again, I am just so tired of hearing that. The Phillies, once again, as you switch hit bat, as I talked about, the loss of Didi Gregorius to free agency is brutal because he's a left-handed bat in our infield. But Francisco Lindor here, I understand he's a switch hitter. I understand that. But you're going to have to give up a boatload of talent for how many years in control? I mean, come on. I mean, that's silly. That's silly. It's not going to happen. We're going to have to pay a lot of these guys. Rhys Hoskins is going to have to get paid. You look at Alec Boehm. It's going to be a while, but eventually down the line, 6 years, 6, 7 years from now, he's going to have to get paid. So, I mean, we can't be, paying all these people. I mean, that's just the thing. I mean, we can't be paying all these people. We still got Zach Wheeler on the books. We have Bryce Harper on the books for another 11 years. I understand he's a good baseball player. I'm not taking that away from him at all. He's a great athlete, but trading for him, it just wouldn't be the best thing for this Phillies team. That I can tell you right now. Other news that happened this past Tuesday, was former Phillies second baseman Cesar Hernandez winning an AL Gold Glove as a member of the Cleveland Indians. So congratulations to Cesar Hernandez. I was a big fan of Cesar and he was here. I still like him. I was a little bit disappointed we didn't get him back. Understood it. We non-tendered him. Ended up signing with the Indians. So congratulations, Cesar. I'm a big fan. Just keep doing your thing, man. He's a free agent now. Cesar back to Philly? I don't think so. I don't think he's coming back here. But congratulations to Cesar. I really do mean that. I liked him here. I know he didn't hustle out a few fly balls. I understood that. But I like Cesar a lot. I mean, he was a good guy. He was definitely a good guy. And now I want to talk a little bit about something. John Middleton and the Phillies front office. Now I understand signing JT Muto and bringing in Didi Gregorius should be big priorities for them. But I think the biggest priority needs to be pitching. I mean, we all know that. That's the number one priority is getting pitching, getting guys in the bullpen. I mean, the bullpen is your first priority right now. And getting another starter, I mean, that might be after. But the bullpen, upgrading this bullpen and getting it where it needs to be should be priority number one. Priority number one should be stacking the bullpen, getting another starting pitcher. I mean, we need more pitching. I mean, we just need more pitching. We clearly saw how bad it was. I mean, our starting wasn't terrible, but our bullpen was horrendous. I don't even think I need to say that. If you watched, heck, if you just watched 2 innings of Phillies baseball this year, you know that. My goodness gracious. That needs to be addressed. That really does need to be addressed. There's no question about it. And I have lost a lot of faith in John Middleton. I've talked about that a little bit. And, I've lost a lot of hope in his ability to make the right decisions. I've lost a lot of faith in him, as the managing partner. I really, really have. I mean, where's this direction? What direction is this organization headed in? I mean, that's my question. What direction is this organization headed in? I really can't tell you, what direction we're headed in as an organization. It's really, really concerning. It is really, really concerning. Alec Boehm, let's get back to Alec Boehm. Phillies third baseman Alec Boehm, a finalist to win NL Rookie of the Year. Congratulations. I think he has a very, very good shot to do it. He put up great numbers this season. Batted close to 340. He doesn't hit for a lot of power, but he's a hit machine. He's a great player, and I love this guy. I love Alec Boehm. What he did for us this year was phenomenal. Comes up, and he was on fire since day one. And, there is some bad in this organization. There is some uncertainty in the Phillies right now in regards to, JT, Didi Gregorius, the pitching, the ownership, and, new GM, new pitching coach. There's a lot of uncertainty with the Phils right now. But one thing that is set in stone is Alec Boehm. I mean, he's a cornerstone piece in this organization over at third base. I mean, this guy is not the problem. A lot of problems going on with the Phillies right now. Alec Boehm is not one of those problems. There's no question about that. He has done a phenomenal job, and that is why he was nominated for a Rookie of the Year finalist. I mean, he definitely should be, and he definitely should win. It's a sin if he doesn't. He had himself a phenomenal season. As I said, I think he has a very, very good chance of winning. I mean, if Alec Boehm doesn't win Rookie of the Year this year, it's really a sin. He had himself a fantastic season. He was phenomenal. He played with a lot of heart, a lot of passion. He had a simple approach. That's the thing I loved about him, is that he has a simple approach, right? I mean, he just gets the job done. There's a runner at third base with one out. He gets to sacrifice fly. He He doesn't try to, be the superhero. Let's, get this, big, tour. I mean, get the job done. Don't try to be a big superhero and hit a 2-run home run. I mean, if you do, that's great. But we don't need you to. Just get the run home. And that's what Alec Boehm does. And that's why I love him. Because he's simple. He gets the job done. And that's it. That's the end of the story. So, guys, that is pretty much it. As I said, crickets from the Phillies right now. Crickets. Not much is really happening. You saw in baseball this week also that Alex Cora and AJ Hinch were rehired as managers, which is a disgrace. I made a video about that. Other news that broke this past week, and it was news that broke before my weekly update last week. I just completely forgot to talk about it. Phillies president Andy MacPhail will not be back after next season. He already announced it. I think that's a great move. Andy MacPhail is a weak president. He's not done the job he's needed to do for this Phillies team. And slowly but surely, they're getting rid of the guys in the front office. Matt Klentak is gone. I like Klentak. I think it was time to move on, but they're slowly but surely getting rid of these weak guys like MacPhail. So I think that's a great move. Nothing about him personally. I just think his leadership has been very, very weak. Yet again, I don't trust him. I don't have a lot of faith in him. I don't think he's done a very good job. I understand he's with Baltimore for all those years, but what has he really done that's been great in his career? He hasn't really done much. I haven't really been impressed, and I think it's time you get someone else in there. And Steve Cohen of the New York Mets cleaning house, firing Brody Van Wagenen, the whole entire front office. Wow. He's making his presence known. Steve Cohen, now the new owner of the New York Mets. The Wilpons are out. And you heard some reports coming out that the Wilpons had mistreated some employees and things like that. So Steve Cohen, the richest owner in baseball, it's going to be scary, man. I understand that JT Muto doesn't want to play in New York, but that was just a report. We'll see what happens. The Mets still scare me a little bit with him. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Please check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies House of Instagram or everything Instagram, guys. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshouse@gmail.com. Guys, I plan on making a free agent top 10 video predictions maybe this week. If it's not going to be this week, it's going to be next week. I had the whole week off this past week, which was a long week. Oh my goodness gracious. I like being in school. I like having that structure. I think we all do. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Once again, I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later.